Hey, what's up, everybody? Cortez Ross here. Hanging out with Robert today. Real quick, I know one of the common things that people talk about is how they can have income, how they can have money so that they can travel, live abroad, and do the things they want to do and, just live their life. And I need, for myself personally, after having a couple of medical emergencies in between myself and my daughter, I had to kind of reach out for some help financially. And that really got me to thinking that, hey man, it's time to get your finances in order and start saving and start investing and whatnot. And so, and I remembered that Robert was into day trading and does extremely well with it. And every time I talk to him, call him up on the phone or send him a message, hey Ross, I'll call you back at 3. The market closes at 3. I'm trading. I'll get back to you. So I got a chance to talk to him for a bit, and he shared a lot of stuff with me. And so I figured that today I'll hook up with him and get him to share, what trading is all about, how it works. We touched on it briefly in one of our previous videos, and a lot of y'all have asked about that. So today we're going to talk about that. So welcome, Robert.
Thank you.
So glad to have you on board. And we've talked about this briefly. I'm about to turn 50, and I have very little savings. I've never invested. Well, I played around with investing, but never had a plan or a routine or a strategy. But now I realize how important it is, and I need to figure some things out. So let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
Tell us about you a little bit and how you got started in trading and what has trading done for you.
I got started in trading 95, 96. It could have been before that, but that's when I really started remembering. The thing that really excited me about it was the freedom that it allows you to have. You can, you don't have a boss. You can do it from anywhere in the world. And the longest your day is gonna be is 6.5 hours.
I like that.
So because the market is only open 6.5 hours.
Wow.
5 days a week, and the amount of money that you could make is based on your knowledge, and of course the amount of money that you're trading with.
Okay.
So if you get to be good at it and consistent at it, it can be a fantastic. It's a fantastic vehicle. Okay, it can really allow you to have financial freedom.
So do you have to, because you always say this, Cortez, I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
I've been working on cars my whole life.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this.
Yeah.
So can anybody learn this skill?
First of all, let me tell you a little bit about me. I went to trade school from high school to be a mechanic, okay? I was a mechanic for 30 plus years. I had my own trucking business for a while with 3 trucks, 18-wheelers over the road. But I've been trying to learn this trading. It took me 20 plus years to learn this stuff.
Really?
20 years.
Ooh.
But I'm coming at you from someone that this was a whole new ball game for me.
Okay.
I didn't really understand I didn't go to school for finance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't know nothing about Wall Street and how the stock market worked. I didn't even know what a stock was when I first started this.
And I still don't really.
So now to be trading options in a way that's consistent is really, it kind of blows my mind even to this day. Sometimes I look at how much you can make today, for instance, how much I made in 31 minutes today. It's I can't even put it in words.
How much did you make?
Today I made over, let me see, I hate to give a number. I like to put it in percentages.
Yeah.
I made about 3% today.
3%.
Yeah, 3% today.
Okay.
So, it ain't something that sounds sexy.
Yeah.
Okay. But making 3% a day on a consistent basis can blow your socks off.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, what I try to make is 1 to 4% a day.
So, and that will afford someone the opportunity to make a decent amount of money over the course of a month.
Okay, let me just put it this way: the minimum amount that you can day trade with,
Okay.
and not have to worry about the regulations and the rules and all that is 25,000.
Okay.
So if you had 25,000 and you made 3% on that, okay, 5% of 25,000 would be 1,200 and something, right? 1,250. 10% of 25,000 would be 2,500.
Yeah.
So 5% would be 1,250.
Yeah.
So that's 5%. So 3% would be, 2% would be half of that, which would be about 675,000. Okay, that's a good number. 2.5%. So if you're making, because that's what I make, anywhere from 1 to about 4% a day.
Okay.
Which it sounds very easy because it's such a small amount, but some days it's very hard.
Some days, so you can lose some days.
You can lose some days, yes. But the difference is the reason why you can be so consistent with the way that I trade is because you don't have to be right to win. In fact,
do you mean by that?
one guy, like if you think the stock is gonna go up and it goes down, you still can win. Or if you think it's gonna go down and it goes up, you still can win. Or if you think it's not gonna do nothing, just kind of stay in a little certain channel, you still can win. So that's partially why the percentages are small.
Okay.
But think about this: I only trade 3 days a week for the most part. So if you're making 3% a day, no, let's cut it down lower than that. If you're making 1% a day, and you do that for 12 days a month, that's 12% a month.
Or whatever you.
Yeah. So imagine making 12% of 10,000 a month. You get what I'm saying? So now you're making $1,200 a month.
Wow. And what is the risk like?
Okay, if you risking $10,000, I'm gonna say the risk is gonna be about $600 to $800.
Of action. Okay, so that's all you liable for.
You have to have the whole 10,000. Okay, but if it gets to the point where you're losing more than 600 of it, you get out of the trade. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't let your whole. You don't risk your whole. Okay, here's an example. Let's say you buy a stock for $50. Okay, and you buy 100 shares. That's gonna be $5,000. Okay. If it goes up $1, you gonna make $50.
Yeah. What you say, 100 shares?
Yeah. Now, if it go up $3, you gonna make $150. Okay. But you tell yourself, if it goes down $1, I'm getting out of this trade. You know, so even though you had to spend the whole $50, you only have at risk $1.
Okay, I like that.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to use the whole amount of money, but you don't have to risk the whole amount of money. Yeah. So that's why you could trade with a lot, but you risking very little. But you have to be disciplined.
You gotta stick to the plan.
You gotta stick to the plan. And I just used that example. We're not trading directionally.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to go up or go down. You don't care where it goes.
Wow. So how difficult is this to learn? Is this something, is it challenging, difficult to learn?
It took me 20 years, 20 plus years to learn it. Now, that's how long it took me to get to the point where I can be consistent at it.
Okay.
I knew how to do it, but I just didn't know how to get consistent. And part of it was mental, because I would be greedy. Okay, I wouldn't be disciplined. When I'm supposed to get out, I wouldn't get out.
Okay.
When I make this amount of money, I wasn't happy with that. I want to make this amount of money, way more. So all those things is what kept me from being consistent.
Wow.
But learning the strategies probably only took me, still I was hard-headed. It probably took me maybe 10 years or 15 years.
Okay.
But learning to get disciplined,
so
that's what took the work.
That's the issue, getting disciplined.
You have to, I got a hard head. I had to get my head beat upside the wall every kind of way.
God.
Like everything, and I know I'm supposed to keep this short, but everything that you're not supposed to do, I did.
You did it.
I did. Maybe 6 or 7 or 8 times.
Okay. What's the most you lost? Is that
Oh
something
my
you can
God,
share?
I can't even share that. I can't even share that. I wish I could share that. There's too many people watching this to see that. Maybe later on.
Maybe later on.
Yeah. But right now, I'm not comfortable with sharing that one.
So what did you learn? So when you lost it, did that make you quit? What did you learn?
Oh my goodness.
What happened? What was the effects of that?
These, I have 2 books that are my go-to books, okay? It's The Richest Man in Babylon and a guy by the name of Jim Rohn.
Okay.
When I used to have them really, really bad days, I would listen to those books and I would watch movies like Rudy.
Yeah,
You heard of Rudy?
Yeah,
I would watch movies like Rudy, and I would watch movies like, what's that movie about the guy that he wanted to be a diver, and he was black, and they put him under the
Cuba
water.
Gooding Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
know.
remember that
Yeah,
movie?
yeah, I remember
And
that.
I would watch movies like that for motivation.
Okay.
Okay.
So you had to motivate yourself.
I had to motivate myself. And, I talked to my brother because me and him real tight. So we would kind of help motivate each other. And this is one of the rules I tell myself. I done told my kids this when they having a bad day, and anybody that knows me. It's okay to wallow in the mud for a little while,
Yeah.
but only for a little while. After that, you got to get up.
Got to get back in.
No matter
Yeah.
what, you got to get up and keep going.
Wow.
So I had a lot of wallowing days.
How did that shape you after that loss? What did it teach you more than anything?
It didn't seem like it taught me anything because I would do great for about 2 or 3 months and then boom, do the same thing again. But this is what it has taught me over the time.
Yeah.
You gotta trust what you're learning,
Okay.
okay? And you gotta believe what you're learning. And to me, I used to say the equalizer for doing things wrong in your life was paying cash for it. Okay, like the equalizer for buying a car that was way too expensive, if you can pay for it cash, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because at least you ain't paying the interest on it.
Yeah.
Well, the equalizer for trying to be successful and failing is not quitting.
I like that.
That's my equalizer. Because if you stay with it and you say, well, how long should I stay with it? I don't know, but don't quit.
Don't quit.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
Stay with it until you. Otherwise, it was a waste.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't stay with it till you figure it out, it was all for nothing.
It was all for nothing.
People can laugh at you and say, yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna work. You know what I mean? But if you stay with it till it work, you prove them wrong.
Prove them exactly.
And the lifestyle of it, whatever that is that you're going for, the success of it. Now you can show them.
You can show them.
Yeah.
So now, you and your wife, y'all living here in Mexico. Y'all travel to other parts of Mexico, vacation. Y'all about to get a house built. Y'all go out to eat, go entertainment. So, is this what does a person need to start doing this? They can just do this remotely, just the internet connection.
Well, here the thing is, I feel like a lot of people need this,
Okay.
and want this, and I used to wish that I had somebody like me
Yeah.
to help me.
Yeah.
Because I knew all the strategies, at least a lot of them, but I just didn't know when to implement them. Okay, that is the key, knowing when to implement them. Well, trading will allow you to, and of course we living in Merida. You know I told you I like your name, Move Abroad and Thrive, because you don't need much.
Exactly.
You know, your expenses are way down, and for me, I don't have no debt. Okay, so going out to eat, going to the beach. We haven't traveled Mexico yet, nothing but just spending the night at the beach a few nights or something. But I mean, being able to find somebody to take care of my brother-in-law,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can afford it.
You can afford it.
You know, so we had some income, but this right here gives us that disposable income.
Wow. Wow.
And we're building a house here. This allows you not to have to touch that money that you set aside to redo your house, because now you can live on this.
To live on them. Exactly.
You know, and then here, just to give you an example of what it's like living here in Merida, you get to have somebody come clean your house. You get to, get massages every week. You get to go to the doctor and don't have to have insurance because you can afford to pay them. You get to, you're not worried about the price of stuff.
Exactly.
You really, that's hard to imagine, but you're really not worried about what things cost. If you can, I could go on and on rambling. Ask me another question.
So they can definitely do this remotely.
Yes. All you need is an internet connection and a computer. Some people do it from their phone, but I need a computer.
Yeah.
And here's the good news: if you could get somebody like me to teach you, and you can, you need to practice this before you ever put real money on the table, and get yourself to the point where you're comfortable. I call it paper trading.
Paper trading, okay.
Comfortable trading with paper. And it requires discipline to trade with paper, because you're going to see these wins, and you're going to be anxious to put money on the line. But that won't be the time. You need to get you 6 months of paper trading.
Okay.
First. Get comfortable with that. Win with that. Yeah, then you can put your toe in.
How much time would somebody need to learn this, practice during those 6 months? How much time a day or during the week is a realistic goal to learn
this?
Yeah.
Okay. You need at least, you trade at least 3 days a week.
3 days a week, okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. Then you got to put in time to learn. You got to learn all the lingo.
Okay.
What all the strategies are that we do.
Okay.
You gotta get used to listening to what's going on with Wall Street.
Okay.
And how Wall Street and Main Street coexist.
Okay.
What happens on Wall Street? What happens on Main Street that can affect Wall Street? This war, that affects Wall Street.
Okay.
Gas prices going up, that affects Wall Street. Inflation affects Wall Street. The interest rates affects Wall Street. Everything, life affects Wall Street. So you got to learn how these things mix and mingle with each other, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
But then once you learn that, you got to learn the different, options and the different option strategies, and then which option strategy we play. Then once you get that part down, then you can start practice trading.
Okay.
On paper. Then it's about you just getting comfortable. And I say you need to do practice trading for 6 months, because the market is like a roller coaster.
Okay, yeah.
In the fall, it may go up. In the winter, it may go down. In the summer, it may go back up again. The winter, it kind of moves up and down and around in quarter cycles.
Okay.
And you need to know what each market feels like and which strategy to implement in each market. And but you can learn it, though. You can learn it. And you got to know, first of all, this, you really got to know this. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yeah.
It takes some real dedication to learn this. And then once you learn it on paper, you step in with your toe with a small amount of money. And then you start trading with real money. But you still got to be willing to have a loss.
Yeah.
Because if you think you're going to win every day, especially when you first start, you're not. No, because greed and fear is going to take over.
Wow. So, for me, I know this is something I definitely want to learn.
I'd love to teach you.
Yeah, definitely. It's time to try something new, for sure. I'm ready. My mindset is in a place where I'm ready to play the long game.
Yes.
Because up until now, everything has always been about that quick money, that get rich quick.
Well, day trading is about, I hate to say get rich quick, but day trading is about having a income.
Okay.
Investing long term is more about the long game.
Okay.
And you can do both.
You can do both.
Yeah, and you can play the mid game too, by the way.
Okay.
You know, and here the cool thing is, you don't have to do all three. You could do one.
Do one.
Because knowing how to do one thing good,
Very good. Yeah.
is enough to get you there.
Wow.
And I've learned that in anything. If you know how to, Dennis Rodman, I love sports analogies. Dennis Rodman couldn't shoot the ball for nothing. For those that know Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But he could rebound. And now he's in the Hall of Fame for rebound. Yeah. Now, who would think that a basketball player would get in the Hall of Fame for getting a rebound after other people have missed?
Wow.
But they got him in the Hall of Fame. So you don't have to know how to do it all.
Yeah.
You just need to know how to do one thing well.
So you mentioned a few times there's a bunch of strategies and a bunch of ways. Are there just a few strategies that you've narrowed in on for yourself?
Yes.
And that you just go all in with those
Yes.
few strategies?
Yes, there's about, as far as day trading go, and we're just gonna keep this to day trading. As far as day trading go, I have about 4 strategies that I use. Okay, and they're credit spreads.
Okay.
But I have come up with a way to make these credit spreads a little bit different than what everybody else is telling you.
Okay.
Because you can go on YouTube or anywhere and they'll tell you, credit spreads is bad, you're risking too much money, or it doesn't make you enough money, or you can win a lot of times, but then that one time when you lose, you could lose all your profits from that one. I have figured out a way to eliminate all of that.
Wow.
And I do it with 8 things. Controlling fear and greed.
Okay.
Knowing when to play offense and when to play defense. Controlling, using probability and volatility. And then the last one is patience and discipline. So offensive, defense, patience and discipline, fear and greed, and probability and volatility. You use those 4 things, it will eliminate your weakness in the market. At least that's what it's done for me.
That would have done for you.
Yeah.
Man.
Those 8 things.
Those 8 things.
Yeah. And I think, I don't want to go too long, but I think that Michael Jordan, who is like my dream basketball player, I think he's the greatest. He figured out a way to not have no weakness. Well, if you control those 8 things, and I ain't saying that I'm perfect at them, but I kind of control them.
Yeah.
You will figure out a way to not have a weakness in the market.
Wow. I love it.
Took a lot of time, a lot of years, a lot of headaches, a lot of heartaches too, a lot of losses. But the wins are nice too, though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's almost like being an entrepreneur. When I look back over my 20+ years at that, I had a lot of losses, took a lot of risks, but like you said earlier, I didn't stay down. I kept getting back up.
Kept getting back up.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but I kept getting back up. I had to motivate myself. I had to read those books, play those audio tapes, keep myself motivated. You know what I mean?
I got that from Amway.
Yeah. I was in Amway.
You was in Amway? I was too. Again, searching for that dream.
Yeah. But sticking to it finally worked out. Started making a lot of money. Now, I squandered my money. I didn't save. I didn't invest. I lived in the moment. But it worked.
Well, you squandered yours, and I lost a lot of mine in the market. So, hey.
So now I'm ready with the discipline. So I'm gonna learn. Have you teach me how to do this thing?
I will show you.
And if people who want to learn more about how they can get into trading, how can they reach out to you and find out more information?
You could go to slowlifetrading.com, and I have some information for you where you can get in touch with me and we can take it from there.
Awesome. So there you have it, folks. www.slowlifetrading.com. Go check out the website. Reach out to Robert and get a hold of him there. Any last words? There you go, folks. So check it out, man. Like I say, you don't need to make a whole lot. You know, I move abroad and thrive. Hell, I may trade abroad and thrive.
Hey,
You can trade abroad and
that's
live.
probably what
You
I'm
know what
doing.
I mean?
Trade abroad and thriving.
You know, so check it out. This is just another way that you can generate income. You can do it remotely, and with Robert, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 days a week, he's trading and doing his thing with this. So, slowlifetrading.com, go check it out. Thank y'all for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.